Yo, what is going on, fans and coaches of the ASL? My name is Sacho322 here, and I'm bringing you yet another ASL video. And today, fans and coaches, I have for you the ASL Season 1 weekly recap and Week 10 today, guys, and I will give you the rundown. So if you guys don't know why we were doing Season 4 weekly recap along with Season 1 weekly recap, because we don't have the documented Season 1. So basically, we're just recording all the weekly recaps just so everyone knows what went down in Season 1. This is a cool way to reflect on how everyone did in Season 1. For the current coaches that are still in, who are from Season 1, for example, I was here in Season 1, so it's cool to see myself making plays back in Season 1. So, either way, like I said in my previous two videos that are going up today, Pick'em Crew weekly recap and this video, Season 1 weekly recap. This is 3 of 3. I'm going to try and space them out an hour. If they don't get spaced out that way, that's what I'm going to try and schedule it as. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the match. One thing I have to say, there was a forfeit. It was between Anaria and Lotad, and Anaria did get the forfeit win, so that's why there's only 6 matches. But for the first game that I have for you guys, we have Miguel, coach of the Los Angeles Eons. And he took over, I don't even know whose team. He took over Sand's team? Maybe, question mark? I don't really know. Whatever. He's taking on Rocker, coach of the Kentucky Weavals. And Miguel's team consists of Mega Beedrill, Vaporeon, Terrakion, Sneasel, Arcanine, Zapdos. And Rocker's team is Victini, Landorus Therian, Mega Deontay, Shaman, Clawitzer, and Electros. So we have Sneasel leading out against Victini, and Miguel's actually going to make the swap out into Arcanine, probably fearing a Choice Scarf Victini. And Rocker is going to go out into his Mega Deontay, can go for the Diamond Storm, as it's going to Oko this Arcanine. I really don't know what Miguel was thinking there. And then Vaporeon's going to come out. Vaporeon can swallow hits, and then is going to go for a Scald just to get off damage, and Electros can then go for a Thunder Punch into the incoming Terrakion. And Vaporeon is going to take a Drain Punch very comfortably, and Miguel is not concerned about the fact of taking a Thunder Punch, as Rocker's going to miss the Dragon Tail and get burned. So very sucky turn for Rocker. But Miguel is going to get the Wish off, which is really optimal because Sneasel is free to click knockoff. And even if that didn't kill, and Electros, assuming it didn't click Drain Punch, Sneasel was 100% living, and then it would have been able to get the Wish back. And Miguel is going to pack the tech of the Metal Claw, so Rocker definitely not expecting that. And Clawitzer is then going to go for the Aura Sphere. And Vaporeon is going for the Wish, and HP Grass likely coming out. HP Grass or HP Electric, one of the two, coming out from this Clawitzer. Then goes to the Dark Pulse, just in case Miguel wanted to make a swap. Rocker's just wanting to get as much damage off as he can. Good old X and Y or Orath days, and Clawitzer was actually viable. And Clawitzer is then going to go for the Aura Sphere, and then goes out into Shaman. And the Zapdos can do a couple different things, and it actually shows off the Life Orb. It's going to go for the Heat Wave, which is going to do a ton since, like I said, it is Life Orb. And Rocker loves bringing this sub-Shaman set. I wonder if it's going to be Sub-Seed, and the Shaman's going to swap out, going out into Clawitzer, so Rocker going to make a good play. It does get burned, unfortunately, and like I said, Oras is going to have that 12% burn. And then the Zapdos is going to go for the Thunderbolt, does get rid of the Clawitzer, and this Zapdos puts on a ton of pressure. And Miguel likely has the HP Ice, as he does a Life Orb. Landorus is dropping. And really confused why Rocker did not go Victini here, but he does now. And then Terrakion comes out. It can live a Bolt Strike if it needs to, I'm pretty sure. Just goes for the Stone Edge, free play, and then Terrakion just gets to swap out here, go out to Beedrill. And Beedrill swallows that up, and Beedrill does clean up the game, assuming it isn't Choice Scarf Victini, but it likely is. So Miguel is going to take a Psychic. He can take it, and like I said, Oras, so he doesn't get the automatic speed. Really cool to see. So Victini is gonna live on 2%. Terrakion does die. Sneasel comes out, and just has Shards, wins the game. So Victini could have actually pulled that back if it was able to kill with Bolt Strike. And definitely, yeah, actually, if it was able to kill with Bolt Strike into the Sneasel, it actually just wins the game. So little voice crack. So 3-0 for the Los Angeles Eons, but it would have been a lot closer. And Rocker actually would have won the game if he kills with the Bolt Strike. So, and the Sneasel also would have had to not have Ice Shark. But, you know, anyways. Next game, we have Raver taking on Doom. And Raver, coach of the Beast Mode Breloons, is rocking out in this match with Mega Scizor, Latios, Jolteon, Suicune, Mesprit, and Nidoqueen. In Doom's team is Mamoswine, Thundurus, Therian, Mega Charizard X, Alomomola, Crobat, and Umbreon. Oh yeah, Doom Squad, coach of the Tottenham Espers. So we have Mamoswine click a knockoff on this Mesprit turn 1 as Mesprit's just going to get up some rocks. Very good against Doom's team with the Crobat, the Thundurus, and the Charizard, not bringing hazard removal outside of this Crobat. So Crobat comes out on the how many times can I say out in a sentence? On this Mega Scizor, likely to be the swap in for the rest of the game, makes sense. And then Crobat is going to get a defog off, and Suicune is actually going to set up a substitute. So Crobat does get Infiltrator. Proves not to be Infiltrator though, since it does say damage. So that's good to know for Raver. And he's going to get a big Scald off on his Thundurus, and Thundurus goes for the Volt Switch. Suicune can fire off another Scald, and Umbreon is not going to be burned from it. To be fair, Raver probably would have liked him to burn, because he'd probably have a Suicune burned rather than poison down the line. As this Suicune is going to set up the Calm Mind, and this is looking terrible for Doom. The Suicune is going to set up a sub. I really don't know what he's doing with his Umbreon here. He's just going to let this Suicune Calm Mind actually. And Foul Play is not going to break it, and Raver's sitting in an immaculate position here. He's going to Calm Mind up again. Umbreon is going to go for the Foul Play. And Raver has no reason not to click Substitute, because this Foul Play is not breaking, even with a crit, as we saw. And Suicune can honestly just get all the way up, but it's actually going to go for the Scald. So picking a good turn to go for the Scald, and Doom picking a bad turn to go out of his Thundurus. And Alomomola is going to go for the knockoff, does nothing. I'm truly at a loss for why Doom is going out into these passive Mons that just cannot break the Suicune. And at this point, we're looking like a 6-0 sweep in Raver's favor. Down goes Crobat. Aloe does go for the knockoff, however. And Suicune roars out into the Mamoswine. Mamoswine is not going to be able to kill. Suicune does set up a sub, however. And Doom actually goes for the knockoff. I'm a little confused why. But the Suicune does get up a Scald. It's a fast Suicune, so definitely a good bring to bring the fast Suicune. Because then it can sub up on things like Mamoswine. Or it can just outright kill. And Suicune has to substitute just to avoid a potential Toxic on this Alomomola. Alomomola is going to take a Scald. 29% is a good amount, to be honest. And then Suicune is honestly just going to Calm Mind up again. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. And this Alomomola at this point is clear that it doesn't have Toxic, but Raver does not want to risk that at this point. He's played it phenomenally. Up to this point, it'd be a real shame if he were to get Toxic. So Raver's really fishing for a burn right now. That's his best play. He's going to Scald, and he's going to get the burn, which is going to help him substantially. And Doom's best play is honestly to PP stall, and Raver's going to get up a Calm Mind. So sitting up with a sub, he's sitting up with a Calm Mind, and the Suicune is not going to be able to kill this Alomomola one shot. It's going to do a ton. 36% on a resisted hit. And honestly, Suicune has no reason not to play Calm Mind here. Roar, that's a good play as well, actually. That's actually his best play. And then this thing does go for a Scald, 71% to an Umbreon. And it does suck that the Suicune actually just did get burned. Since Raver is now technically on a timer, Umbreon is going to swap out into the Alomomola. And Suicune does go for the Scald. Does he get the burn? No, he does not. But Alomomola cannot wish up here. So Aloe's going to go for the Protect. And Raver just has to keep firing off Scalds. It's really his play. And he's going to fire off a Scald, which is going to kill the Umbreon. And this Suicune gets a kill on whatever comes out. If there's really nothing Doom can do. This is a 6-0 sweep. And Alamola is going to go for the protect, and Raver's going to roar. Very good play because he gets out Zard now. And he's going to apply some pressure. Goes out now. And Raver really has to fish for a burn again. And Aloe is going to go for the protect. Okay, screw this. Nope, we're not playing Gen 6 stall. I hate Gen 6 stall. As much as Gen 6 is amazing, it's got a lot of stall. So Suicune is going to be whittled down severely, but does get rid of the Alamola. Now comes Zard. Zard is getting one shot. I don't care if you are neutral to it. You were dying. Goodbye. That's a +6 Suicune. And Suicune is not going to die. So it is a 6-0 sweep. 6-0 for the Beast Mode Breilooms over the Tottenham Espers. And then we have myself, coach of the Portland Timbers, taking on T-Flight or Thunderflight, coach of the London Loudreds. And my team is Weavile, Infernape, Slowbro, Porygon 2, Raichu, Garchomp, and T-Flight's team is Slowking, Clefable, Mega Medicham, I think, Regirock, Hariyama, and Escavalier, and pink team on the opposing side. That's a very pink team, so let's hop into it. We have Garchomp taking on the Hariyama. As a Slowbro is going to come out. Ice Punch is literally nothing. Slowbro is going to get some HP back from his leftovers. And then goes for a Toxic, and this Clefable does prove to be unaware. So definitely afraid of a setup Garchomp. And it's going to confirm right there that it's unaware. As P2 is going to trace, and he's going to go over the Heal Bell. As I'm going to go out into my Slowbro. I don't want to take a Mega Horn. Going to go out into my Infernape that still does so much damage for being 4 times resisted. And then Infernape is going to go for the Flare Blitz. Is whittling itself down slightly. And then it's going to swap out into the Slowbro. Pretty sure this was the era where I love just bringing Choice Scarf Infernape every single week. I don't know why I love bringing it every single week, but I just do. So, Mega Slowbro, or not Mega Slowbro, Slowbro's just going to go for the Toxic. Don't know why I did that. Just gave it guts. Clefable is going to take the Poison Jab. It's maybe going to take another one. It could be a berry, did save it there. But Garchomp did live comfortably. So then P2 does fire off a Thunderbolt into the incoming Regirock. And Regirock does go for the Toxic, which is going to whittle down this Slowbro, which is what T-Flight needs at this point, since Slowbro is so good against this team. Clefable is going to be burned, so it's going to be definitely annoying. He's going to go for the Wish, and Slowbro is actually not able to pick up the KO on the Clefable. And Clef is going to go for the Protect, as I'm going to go for the Slack Off on the obvious Protect. And Toxic damage is racking up for sure, so I got to go on my P2, trace that unaware, you know. And Clef is going to go for the Heal Bell. And then goes out into the Escavalier. Excuse me. And I'm going to land a very lucky burn onto this Escavalier, as the Mega Horn is now going to do nothing to my Porygon 2. As P2 then goes for the recover. And doing 50% to the Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is going to try and recover up again. Mega Horn doing another 50%, but Escavalier is going to die next turn. So I'm going to go out on my Infernape just to make a very aggressive play. Just to make it so he can't go into Clefable for free. That was the idea there. And then I'm going to go for the Earthquake. I really at a loss for why I did that. I'm truly confused. But I'm going to go out into my Raichu. I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot here. And Raichu is going to go for the Thunderbolt, and then this, this thing is gonna, it doesn't matter. Ipera, it doesn't matter. So, the Raichu is then gonna go for the Volt Switch, doing 60% to the Hariyama, and then Slowbro comes in, it takes the knockoff, easily takes another, and goes for the Psyshock to get rid of the Hariyama. So the Timbers are up 5-3 at this point, and Mega Medicham does come out. And gonna trace that pure power. Gonna rock out with that return, and just gonna sack off the P2 right now. And he's then gonna show off the Ice Punch, just in case I wanted to go to Garchomp. So I'm then gonna double out into my Garchomp, wanting him to Thunder Punch me. Kind of just did the play just to see where his mindset was at. I don't really know. So Slowking is gonna set up a Calm Mind, and gonna go for the Toxic, I believe here. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Toxic. Put this Regirock on a timer, which is going to be nice. Regirock is going to unfortunately miss the Stone Edge, and then is going to die to a crit Scald. That Scald crit likely mattered, if I had to guess. So Mega Medicham is going to go for the Ice Punch, trying to predict the Garchomp to come out, as I'm just going to stay in. Go for a Scald, don't get a burn, which kind of sucks. Going to go out to my Garchomp now, and he's going to High Jump Kick, which I'm okay with. It's going to get me some rough skin damage. And Weavile comes out, assuming he doesn't kill me. I live the Bullet Punch. I can then go for Icicle Crash, and then Knockoff does kill this Slowking. And yeah, don't think crit mattered. I don't know, it might have. So that's going to be 2-0 for the Portland Timbers on a double down for the last turn. So Portland Timbers taking a 2-0 victory over the London Loudreds. And then for the fourth match, we have Malone, coach of the St. Louis Swablues, taking on Static, coach of the Inner Milotic. So Malone's team is Thundurus, Therian, not Thundurus, Therian, Thundurus Incarnate, and which I actually traded him Thundurus Incarnate for Weavile, fun fact. I remember that trade. Anyways, he has Thundurus Incarnate, Talonflame, Cloyster, Emboar, Mr. Mime, Mega Absol, and Static's team is Azumarill, Mega Ampharos, Miltank, Liepard, Donphan, and Virizion. So I have Thundurus against the Liepard. Thundurus is just going to go for a Thunder Wave, and Auras, you could actually Prankster Dark types. Interesting stuff there as well. So Mega Ampharos is going to swiftly dodge a Focus Blast with all of its speed and glory, and then is going to Volt Switch into this Emboar, possibly an Assault Vest Emboar. I could definitely see it. And this Emboar is going to crit the Donphan. I'm thinking it's physically defensive Donphan, or it's offensive Donphan. I'm sorry. And then Donphan is going with the Ice Shard. I really don't know what Malone expected there. And then he's going to go out and do his Cloyster. All Static can do is either he's going to actually go for a Rock Tomb, which is actually really smart. Because now a potential Choice Scarf, what's it called? Virizion is going to be able to outspeed. So out comes Liepard actually. He's getting over the Thunder Wave, and it's going to be, what's that? It's going to be brought down to his Sash. Sorry for the yawn. And then this Liepard is going to die to Razor Shell. So Malone is tying this up, bringing it back. And no, not anymore. Mega Ampharos is going to go for the Volt Switch, gets rid of the Cloyster. It is 4-3 in the Inner Milotic's favor. And then Miltank does go for the Stealth Rocks, and then as predicting the Focus Blast, he's going to make an aggressive play out into Azu, and Azu just wins. Is going to go over the Waterfall, does kill. Talonflame and Absol both die to Aqua Jet, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. And Static is going to go out into his Miltank. I really don't know why he lives any hit, assuming it didn't have Thunderbolt. And Static is going to go for the Milk Drinks, so Malone is going to set up yet another Swords Dance. Then goes for a Knockoff, it still doesn't kill. It just still doesn't kill. So then Azumarill definitely wins now. So Azumarill is going to come out. It was likely Banded Azumarill. That's probably why Static didn't stay in, because he was going to lose momentum anyways. So this Talonflame is going to get off the Gale Wings Roost, but this is a really good set on Malone's part. He's going to have the Rocky Helmet, so he actually does stall out Azu. That's actually a phenomenal set on his part. Yeah, this thing is just going to set up a Cotton Guard, and there's nothing Malone can do to break it. It's going to set up Bulk Up, doesn't matter. You're almost dying to Volt Switch. Out comes the Azu, which can go for a Belly Drum. And yeah, I don't think Malone is going to be chilling right now. He's going to go for the Brave Bird, which actually kills the Azu. I don't know what Static's doing. He's kind of choking this right now. Apparently he doesn't have Thunderbolt. That'd be my guess. He's going to go for the Dragon Pulse. Does a fair amount of damage. And honestly, Static's best play is to Volt Switch into sacking off his Virizion. And Malone is actually killing it right now with this Talonflame set. So this thing is going to set up a Calm Mind. Just forcing the Talonflame to Brave Bird, and here we are, 1-1 in a match that the Static seemingly had in the bag for sure. But Malone's amazing Talonflame set to stall out the Azumarill, and here we are. And this Ampharos is not gonna be able to get it done. It's not gonna be able to get it done. Malone can actually stall this out, assuming Static does not Crit Malone. Malone will pull this out 100%. And roosting again. And again, Oras. Here comes the Gale Wings non-nerfed. So that's cool. I mean, it would be able to roost up anyways. And Malone's going to pull out the dub. Oh my lord. Malone with the immaculate Talonflame set to bring it back. Picking up a 1-0 victory for the St. Louis Saw Blues over the Inner Melodic. And here we have Ian, coach of the atrocious Altaria, also known as Altaria Motives, as a coach. And he's taking on TG, or Zero to Hero, coach of the BC Bibberals. And Ian's team is Togekiss, Mega Gardevoir, Hydreigon to Blade, Mandibuzz, and him on top. And TG's team is Togetic, Mega Manectric, Crocodile, Mantine, Keldeo, and Latios. So I have Hydreigon out against the Togetic. I'm going to swap right out into this Mantine, swiftly going out into Mantine. As Mega Gardevoir, going to trace that Water Absorb, looking a little scary. But Mega Gardevoir is then going to go for a substitute. Togetic can literally do nothing, especially with the Calm Mind up. And Togetic is actually going to get up a Nasty Plot, so maybe it can do something. Ian is going to go for the Hyper Voice, as this thing is going to go set up again. I'm a little confused, if I'm going to be honest with you. He might have misclicked. And Keldeo is going to miss a Hydro Pump, so that sucks. Mega Gardevoir, alright, there's 2 kills, okay. So, Mega Manectric is, goodbye. Mega Manectric didn't outspeed, he might have messed up the EVs. Mantine, yep, gone, dead. Crocodile, welcome to the match, and have a good rest, buddy. You're gone too, and Latios, you got that never-ending nightmare. Psych, it doesn't exist. And 10 turns, 6 kills, not bad. what a way to end the video. No, you would have thought we got one more game, but the atrocious Altaria is 6-0 over TG, coach of the Beast Mode Breloms. Psych, BC Rolls, a little tired. And then for the last match, we have Gustavo taking on Anderson. And Gustavo, coach of the Sea King Ring in Seattle, is packing Volcanion, Mega Swampert, Sceptile, and Gallade, Regice, and Hoopa, confined. And Anderson is packing, coach of the Jonesboro Stars, is packing Dugtrio, not a Alolan, doesn't exist, Excadrill, Cresselia, Chestnut, Scolipede, and Jellicent. Let's do it. We got Mega Swampert out against the Scolipede, likely going to set up rocks. Gustavo does that all the time. Yep, that's what's going to happen. So, Scolipede is going to get 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up, which really just, it just wins Anderson the match. It just wins him the match. He's going to pass this into Jellicent, which Jellicent looks really good if it has Ice Beam to kill the Sceptile. So, this thing is going to pack the Outrage. I'm really at a loss for why it has Outrage. Ice Punch is definitely far better, but cool, I guess. So Anderson's going to go for the Recover just to get his Jellicent back up. And he could just start firing off Scalds if he wants to. Out comes Hoopa. And yeah, that's a dead Hoopa. We've seen a lot of Okos this week. We've seen like 13, I want to guess. Somewhere around there. So Jellicent is going over the Hex, and Regice is going to show off its immaculate special defense. Jellicent is going to live the Thunderbolt. And seeing it was a crit, Anderson wants to get a little bit healthier, and then gets parried. So yeah, his efforts are going to be neutralized there. And he's just going to sack off his Jellicent, or so we thought. He's going to get a Recover up. So now would be the time to swap out his Jellicent. I'm going hard Excadrill. And yeah, that's what he's going to do. And he's going to go for the Iron Head. Likely it's kind of a free play. If Mega Swampert was to come out, which is like, oh, he's going to go Volcanion. It's going to do 9% plus the poison. It's going to put it into range for Earthquake. And Anderson does not want to risk a Choice Scarf Volcanion here, so definitely something he has to be afraid of. So Volcanion not packing the power of Solar Beam. I'm looking to see that once from Gustavo. But Regice then goes for the Thunderbolt and does a lot of damage to this Jellicent. But Jellison is going to be able to kill with another Hex. It can live, but Anderson is going to get paralyzed. So that does suck. But Red Ice is going to die to the Toxic next turn anyway. So Anderson is going to actually save his Jellison for Death Fodder, which is honestly his best play. So then Red Ice is going to die. 6-4 advantage for the Jonesboro Almastars. And Crest is going to get its lefties knocked off. And then goes for a Moonblast. Mega Gallade is going to chew that up. It actually does nothing. Mega Gallade has a really good special defense stat. Like, some mons, like, oddly have good special defense stats. Like, the Hitmons. Well, Hitmonlee and Chan specifically have really good sped def. But anyways, Drill is going to go for 2 Earthquakes here to pick up the kill on the Mega Swampert. Does not want to take a close combat here. So he's going to go out into his Jellison. Hoping this is choice locked, as it does look to be a choice locked Mega Gallade, not Mega Gallade, Gallade. So Gustavo's gonna try and predict the swap into what? I'm kind of strongly and deeply at a loss for why I didn't click Heat Wave. It doesn't really help him. Can't break through it, but you know. Anderson is gonna go out and do his Chestnut at a 5-2 advantage, and Chestnut it just wins the game. Since Sceptile's gonna have to swap out, Anderson gets a free Drain Punch. He lives his Zen Headbutt from this thing. He likely Spiky Shields anyways to kill this thing. Gustavo's gonna miss the the Zen Headbutt anyways. Anderson's gonna get more health back. There's nothing Gustavo can do. He's gonna go for the Earthquake, just show off the set, I guess. I mean, why not? So, Chestnut is going to be able to kill with another Drain Punch. And, yeah, yeah, Sceptile's not going to be a hero this week. It's not going to be a hero this week. So, that is going to be the game, guys, and that's going to be the video. Thank you guys all for checking out this weekly recap. And, yeah, this is the third video to get of today. I'm sorry, they're so compact, but, again, it's just... I said it in the weekly recap, kind of just limping into the off season, just trying to make it there. I've only missed one upload all season. I'm trying to keep that. So let's just continue forward. And again, I'm sorry if it's an inconvenience to have them all on the same day, but if you want to, you can just space them out for yourself. Say, I'm gonna watch this on this day, I'm gonna watch this on this day, I'm gonna watch this on this day. Either way, thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.